So Tinubu spokesman wants Nigerians to serve as good ambassadors for the country. So after snatching power, grabbing it and running with it, they don't know how to use it. Now they are asking Nigerians to be the one to go be good ambassadors for the country. Yes, everyone should be a good ambassador, but I think the government should take the lead.
President Tinubu's special advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, has urged Nigerians to be good ambassadors, stating that neither Tinubu nor the party to which he belongs can build Nigeria alone. Ajuri made the comment during a live television interview. Let's take a look before we come back for a discussion.
Everywhere we go in the world, we're ambassadors, not those people who pass through Senate confirmation. Every last one of us, 200 million plus, we are all ambassadors of our country the moment we step outside. And how we communicate about ourselves and to ourselves, particularly on global open platforms like Twitter, Facebook, these things matter because people are watching us. Do we respect ourselves? Do we respect our country? Do we have dignity? Do we treat ourselves in an honorable way? People are watching us. And I've always said that, look, we don't want to undermine the very important work His Excellency Mr. President is doing, going around the world, actively courting investment and securing investment, not just asking for it, but getting it. We don't want to undermine that by engaging in this self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Where we say, oh, things are so bad in Nigeria. Oh, unemployment is high. Our youths don't have jobs, this and that. Meanwhile, the people that will bring their money to create these opportunities are the same people you're saying Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that, Nigeria cannot be better, Nigeria is a terrible place to be, we need to run from Nigeria. We have to be mindful. See, every nation has its problems. If you go to the United States and you live there, you will know what their problems are. But they're very careful about how they present themselves to the world. They don't play with it. There's a way that they handle themselves in-house and a way that they handle themselves in public spaces, giving speeches and all of this. My point is, yes, we all want the Nigeria of our dreams, and we're working assiduously to achieve that. But as we do so, we should, I think, get to a point where we understand that electioneering and the process of campaign, it ends and governance begins.
We all know that marketing Nigeria is very simple. We've seen that after the election, Peter Obi has been invited by so many groups and many countries, leaders from the different countries of the world. They've invited Peter Obi on one occasion or the other because they know this man has got something to offer. So the APC grabbed power, but they don't know how to manage it. They don't know how to sell Nigeria, to the world. They want Nigerians to be the one to do their work for them. That is why Mr. Peter Obi keep emphasizing on fixing the country. When you fix the country, you don't need to blow your trumpet. Investors will get to come to Nigeria when the country is fixed.
Well, all right, Rufai, Ayo, Dr. Abati, obviously you know that this comment will generate a lot of reactions. Let me take Michael's tweet. He wrote, I agree 100% that it is all hands on deck when it comes to nation building, but government needs to provide a strong, stable and secure foundation required to encourage citizens to participate, believe and invest in building the nation. No citizen of Nigeria would like to paint Nigeria in a bad light. I think that Ajuri Ngelale made a lot of valid points, but it's also important to be able to criticize when the time comes.
So Aisha Yusufu is one of those people who have reacted to this statement by Tinubu's spokesman. She said Tinubu is the worst ambassador Nigeria has ever had. These people that grabbed power, snatched it, and today they don't even know what to do with it. They don't know how to market Nigeria. They now want to shift their job for Nigerians to be the ones to do it for them. So let me allow you to take further reactions.
I tell people constructive criticism by the citizenry to government is the biggest form of patriotism.
Absolutely.
It is not because they don't love their country. In fact, it's because they love their country too much and they want you to do well. That's why they criticize. So, like Ajuri said, all hands must be on deck. The government too should do their own part. But the problem is the government hardly does their parts. You see, that's why it's very sad. Okay, take for instance this train something. You will have thought that they should do more logistics properly. You want to give the free train 5 million people.
Yeah.
You want to give half price of bus. At least you should have done more logistics. See a way you can track them. say you can make it more seamless for people. Look at the trip to Dubai, squandering our riches. Look at the budgets that we went through the cycle.
Yes.
The fact that house or ministries were getting, our cars, where your money was used to buy cars for the wife of the president. You can't be doing all of that as a government and I expect the citizens to work with you, because they,
or even launder the image of the nation.
So when we see that kind of thing, shenanigans by government, are we not going to talk about it? Because we don't want to pay Nigeria a bad image. We will not keep quiet. No, we have to say it the way it is,
right? So
that the government will be able to do what they ought to do to be able to make the nation. So you see, I think in 2024, enough of this advice by government officials. If they start to do well and the citizens see it, they will step up.
Yes.
They will do well. Because you see, most of the things people learn are through observation. The reason why the citizens are not being carried along is because they are observing that you are not treating the people well. You want the citizens to have a collective heart at development. You are going to fritter our cash away in Dubai. You are adding more money to buy cars, not even made in Nigerian cars in the budget. You are seeing all sorts of shenanigans. You are hearing corruption from back and center. Absolutely. So these are the things that win. A lot of Nigerians love Nigeria. I've never seen a bunch of people that are so patriotic like Nigerians. Right. Especially those in the diaspora. That's why we must push this year to ensure that we get the rural voting. Yes. So they want to support their country. Absolutely. But government needs to understand that it's when they are dropping the ball. Yes. If they do, we'll celebrate them.
Yes, and the Nigerian
I want to be proud of this country and this government.
Nigerian spirit is so beautiful. You see it when we play sports, even with Hilda Baci, when she, contested for the Guinness World Record. We all want to paint the image of the nation in a good light. But how possible it is? What are the dangers of laundering the image of Nigeria, Dr. Baci?
So guys, this is one of the reasons why it is very difficult to market Nigeria. You can see even today that is Christmas, the people of Plateau State are crying because so many of them have lost the lives of their beloved ones. You can see the headline for yourself. So looking at this headline, how do they want us to market Nigeria? So we should start telling lies about Nigeria when the reality is there. These people need to think. Only the insecurity alone scares investors. So many Nigerians who are living abroad do not even want to visit home because they are not sure of going back to their place of residence after visiting Nigeria. It is very scary what is happening in Nigeria. You can see the number of persons killed today that is Christmas. This is unbelievable, and these people want Nigerians to go market Nigeria for them.
The country launders its image, whether it is India or China or Singapore, because you want to present your country in a good light. So that's part of the responsibility of government. Marketing your nation, selling it as an important destination. And I think President Tinubu has been doing a very good job of doing that as the chief foreign policy officer. All the events that he has been to, his main message to the world has been, look, Nigeria is, a desirable destination for investment. Right. And that he, as president of Nigeria, one of the things he will do is to provide an enabling environment. However, it is one thing to market your country. It is another thing to make sure that, in fact, that enabling environment is available in terms of security, in terms of foreign exchange opportunities, in terms of investment, opportunities, in the real sense of it. And this will form the substance of President Tinubu's 8-point agenda, with which he has been engaging Nigerians under the rubric of renewed hope, what he calls the renewed hope agenda. Now, to go to his Christmas message, I made a point earlier on this program that the main thing that sustains Christianity, the Christian faith, is optimism, hope that tomorrow will be better. And what do politicians sell? They sell hope, so that people can be reassured that tomorrow will be better. And that's principally what President Tinubu did today when he said, he was restating his commitment to serving Nigerians. 2, that his government will continue to provide palliatives, and then calling on Nigerians to be kind to one another. And then, of course, he used the opportunity to remember the fallen heroes who paid the biggest price for serving their countries. When his wife spoke to children, she also struck the same line about optimism. Now, Ajuru Ngelale, talking about every one of us playing a part, well, that's a no-brainer. Okay, what government has always said, from Jonathan, from Yaradua to Jonathan, to Buhari, to Tinubu, is to say that the business of making Nigeria bigger, was it greater, that they say in the United States, you know, it's a collective responsibility. So there's something in the books called citizen responsibility, civic responsibility. So we also have a responsibility. However, the part of it that we have problems with is that when our leaders tell us that we have a responsibility to make Nigeria better and that we need to make sacrifice, our concern is that the people make the sacrifice. We are resilient in the face of sacrifice. But our leaders, do they make the same sacrifice? Right. People cannot travel even with a 50% reduction. Our lawmakers, they are collecting SUVs. Okay, they have collected bonuses to go and enjoy themselves at Christmas at a time when inflation is over 28%. Many Nigerians do not even know it's Christmas. Many of the people in IDP camps, internally displaced persons, they don't know it's Christmas. Yes. Okay, so the message is, yes, the people of Nigeria are ready to make sacrifice. After all, we were once described by the Swedish Institute as the happiest people on earth because we are told that suffering has become very genetic. It has been ingrained in our DNA. No matter how bad the situation is, Nigerians are perpetually optimistic. What we expect in 2024 is that those who lead us from president down to the subnationals will walk the talk. The people will make the sacrifice. We should also see them too leading by example, making the sacrifice. That will be the true expression of collective responsibility. That responsibility should not be one-sided.
Absolutely.
That's my point.
Ajuri also made the point that building Nigeria shouldn't be a partisan issue. I mean, I don't know what you make of that.
Yes, I mean, absolutely. Like Dr. Bati mentioned, it's a no-brainer. And he's spoken well. He said the things that ought to be said, and truly when it comes to the nation, everyone should put all hands should be on deck. Even the president, during his speech, his inaugural speech, had said that he was not going to work along party lines. He was willing to draw everyone in to ensure that we build this nation. At the end of the day, no matter where you go, Nigeria is home. And that's why I say east or west home is best. I said it once here that if you ask the number of people who've jackpot or who've migrated to other parts of the world, many of them would rather be home in Nigeria if Nigeria was an enabling environment to thrive. But unfortunately, necessity has pushed them to another country, and so they have to support Nigeria from afar. And that's why I support very much the fact that if you want us to stay or to support Nigeria, irrespective of your political party affiliation, irrespective of your ethnic background, just being Nigerian, then it must start from the top. Leadership is from the top. You must lead by example. Right. I believe that Nigerians are one of the most loyal and faithful citizens across the world, because no matter what has been thrown at us, naira scarcity, fuel scarcity, ethnic violence, different things, we still come back. We want to build the nation. Right. The reason why people are actually actively involved in politics and criticize government where there needs to be criticism is because there's a love. It's born from a love for this nation and the desire to see this nation work. No one is criticizing government because they want to pull down the nation. Right. Because if you do that, where are you going to go to? At the heart of criticism is a desire to see change. At the heart of criticism is a passion for this nation. And so, whilst he's speaking absolutely correct, and we must continue to remind ourselves that the government must also lead by example, because it seems as if they don't have the passion for Nigeria, because we don't put the headlines out there that someone has stolen 35 billion naira or a snake has come into a complex to steal something, or these absurd and bizarre stories.
37 billion.
It's not Nigerians that are making these headlines. No. It's the government that is making the headlines. Absolutely. We're not cooking up these stories. They are real stories that ought to embarrass a nation. So let it start from the top, and the people will naturally follow, because Nigerians love Nigeria.
Yes, Dr. Bati and Rufai mentioned the bus ride. You mentioned the bus ride. He mentioned the train ride. Nigerians are, even with the 50% discount, Nigerians are not, even able to travel. Some of it is even probably owing to insecurity. Most people, they say that they travel to the southeast. I mean, the government, they have to do their part.
So guys, you can see that this government does not even know what to do. you know, in addressing the challenges of Nigerians. They don't have any idea, no clue on how to manage or how to overcome all these challenges facing Nigeria today. And you know, during the campaign, Tinubu said, now statistics we go chop. But you can see that statistics is becoming very important now. And because they paid less attention to it, they don't even know how to manage the problems, you know, we have currently. Look at what is going on in CBN. There is no naira. I mean, naira scarcity is real in Nigeria. Look at the insecurity. Don't forget that the World Bank has come out to tell Nigerian government that they are not transparent because of the subsidy they removed. They are not being transparent. People don't even know where the money is being channeled to, and that is it. So many things. Look at the insecurity happening in the north and even in the southeast and other parts of Nigeria. I mean, look at this headline that I showed you people. 70 people lost their lives today, that is Christmas. I mean, the insecurity in Nigeria is scary. And these people say we should go and be ambassador for the country. We should be the one to market the country on their behalf. What are you going to tell people? So they want us to start telling lies. When people, when leaders do well, we will come out to say they did well, and when they do bad, we will equally come out to say they did it wrongly. That is just it. So you can see that they don't have any idea on what to do, and that is why I say that we should just be depending on God for the year 2024, because this government is not putting down any strategy on how to manage our challenges. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Thank you.